This is going to be episode 87.
87.
And what does 87 mean to you? I know
Well,
that
first thing that comes to my mind is Travis Kelce right now in day and age where,
it's hot right now. Him
he
and Taylor Swift
are hot on the market.
Now, you may have told me somehow Taylor Swift might be from your neck of the woods in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, she's a Pennsylvania girl. I love myself some Taylor Swift. So Travis Kelce, he's okay. He's not my favorite Kelce brother. I think Jason with the Eagles is probably my number one, but he's a close second.
Yeah.
But love Taylor. She's from Wyomissing, Pennsylvania. The Reading Phillies is where I got my start in working in minor league baseball, and she actually started her singing career, I want to say, with the Reading Phillies because she came up through the system singing the national anthem. And actually, my first full-time year with the Reading Phillies, she and her dad were my client.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is when she was starting the Tim McGraw song, and she really wasn't there yet with her name. She was just trying to start out, and her family always knew she was something special, and they were always behind her, but her dad had her be the back of our program cover, and it was her with her guitar talking about the Tim McGraw song, and we had the Tim McGraw song playing at the Reading Phillies for every pregame. It was one of the songs that we played, and Scott Swift was definitely her manager trying to just make a name for her, and they ended up, moving down to Nashville and just going all in on her and her talents, and it's certainly paid off for all of them, for sure.
Are people... I for some reason, if I knew it, I forgot that she was from Pennsylvania. Is that kind of gotten lost?
Well, I think because she claimed Nashville for a while.
Okay.
And now she's going back to Philly as just because if you're talking about where you're from and you're in a different area and you're in a different state, Philly's an easier thing to think about than I'm from Wyomissing, Pennsylvania.
Well, that's true.
So you just go with the closest big name state. That's what I say too. Philly.
And it's good that I don't think that her parents and her have had any falling out with her dad being the manager of her.
No, I think it was
saying you owe me millions of dollars.
No, I think they somehow ended up being pretty healthily together as a unit, and he knew that it was really hard managing her, and he knew he needed help, and they hired other folks. And I don't know that everyone they hired throughout her career has been the best, because I think she did some re-recording of some of her songs that was her recordings because she wanted to be the one to release them and not have other recording artists take some of that money from her. But I think her family has always been supportive, and from what I see as Taylor and what I love about her is that she is that, in my opinion, that wholesome, down to earth, loves her fans, kind human, good soul, writes her own music, sings her own music, does it all, and just is really talented and humble.
I just had Tori on from WZYP.
Okay.
And she was on at the time, NSYNC had just been on the VMAs, and basically Taylor Swift was kind of calling them out. So why are you guys getting back together? Now, it was kind of a very coordinated promotional thing. NSYNC, had planned all this. But it was also cool to I think Taylor seems like the type that, even though she's a mega star, in that moment, she was fangirl for NSYNC. She arguably grew up with them being a huge influence. But just seems like...
well, she's making Travis Kelce a big star,
I know,
that's for sure.
I know. But just genuinely happy for her friends, or, now
sure.
that those are her peers, right? But just kind of that girl next door in a way.
Yeah.
But the Travis Kelce thing, I hope it's not set up.
No, and
I hope that it's genuine, and, there was the whole bracelet thing.
Yeah, he went to a concert, made her a bracelet, didn't get to see her, somehow got it to her, and it started this whole thing very casually, but... Let's face it, he's an athlete, he's a name, he's a good-looking guy, she's a good-looking girl, she's young, and this is financially benefiting everybody.
That's right.
It's not a coincidence, in my opinion, that when you're watching the Chiefs game and they go to commercial, it's Taylor Swift's tour as the next commercial coming up. She's smart. I would assume that she's had some kind of way to say, yeah, I will come to your games, and I'm going to support him, and not that there's anything against, or that there's nothing real going on over there. But she's a business person too.
Yeah.
And I think and it's working.
Yeah.
So good for her. Good for him.
I was just thinking about Jason Kelce, and he's going to be like one of those guys. He's going to be like, once he's done with his playing career, he's going to lose a lot of weight because he's not going to be a lineman anymore.
Yeah.
and he'll probably be a broadcaster. That's happened a lot with these people who
They do
used to be linemen.
podcasts, I think.
Yeah, I
They
think
both
they
of
do.
them do.
Yeah. But I think we'll see more and more of him.
He's like a John Kruk.
Yeah, John Kruk.
Yeah, that's for sure. He definitely is a personality. He's the girl dad. He's got it all. I think he's a mummer. Did you know he was a mummer, Jason Kelsey?
No,
You know what the mummers are?
no, I don't.
In Pennsylvania, like the parade, the Thanksgiving Day parades, and
Oh, really?
all the mummers that do those parades, and they like dance, and they have the costumes and
He's
everything.
one of those guys?
He's a mummer. Yeah, that's why when they won the World Series, or not the World Series, the
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, he was on the float with that crazy outfit on.
Wow.
That's his mummer outfit.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.